Hey, folks, good afternoon. Welcome to Wednesday's, I guess you could say, half market wrap up since the market's open a half day on Friday after Thanksgiving. Let's take a look at what's going on, what has been going on since Monday. Had to head down to Miami to the Eye Institute, so that took up just about all of my Monday. And then yesterday decided to do a little bit of trading and head to the beach. So with my daughter. So apologize for not having a SITREP out for a couple days, but Thanksgiving week is time to spend with the family and friends, and hopefully everybody's going to do the same thing. But let's knock out a quick one. We just had a good accelerated retirement brief. Talked about getting long volatility because take a look at the VIX, man. The VIX is down here at 1150. This is insanity, absolute insanity. And I'm telling you, VIX-mageddon, kind of an Armageddon, but with VIX, is coming. It is absolutely going to happen. And if you're not long vol right now, you're an idiot. And I mean that. But good look at trades this week. On Monday, we did in solo Amazon. We put on an Amazon bull put spread for the week that's up 86%. That's about a $2,000 gain. Happy Black Friday for you on that one. And then an XLY bull put spread, which is up 80%, about $4,000 on that trade right there. So there's $6,000 in profit so far this week on trades we covered Monday afternoon, or actually it was Monday morning. Sorry about that, because I had to drive down to Miami to the Eye Institute in the afternoon. We did it at, what was it, 11 a.m. Monday morning. We put these two trades on, and there you go. There's $6,000 in your pocket, so you can go beat somebody up for a flat screen on Black Friday. I'm telling you, folks, and one of the reasons I'm going to keep stressing this low VIX is insanity is because of what's going on right now. Not only does the president, have to act on the Hong Kong bill, or he doesn't have to act, and the bill will become law with his signature. If he does act and he vetoes it, he's going to look like a complete jackwad, more than normal. 417 congressmen voted for it. 100 senators did. One person voted against it out of 518 people. That's insanity. If the president vetoes, he's going to look like a complete jackwad. We stand with Hong Kong, and we stand with Taiwan. Ted Cruz is coming out with a Taiwan Symbols of Sovereignty Act. Right now, you can't display a Taiwanese flag at government agencies. This bill will change that, and it will make China freaking furious. So, but here we go. The Chinese are playing some pretty good games right now. They're kind of forcing the president's hand. He has until about December 1st or 2nd, I think it's the 2nd, to act on that Hong Kong bill. So last week, Vice Premier Li Hu gave not Cindy Lou Who, that's the Grinch. Li Hu said, hey, why don't you guys come on over and let's really get this thing done. He's trying to do that in front of the president having to sign this thing. Okay. So, and the president, of course, today saying, hey, things are great on trade. We're going to, Trump says they're in their final throes of a deal. Didn't think I'd hear those two words together today. Final throes of a deal. You know how many times he said that? 20 months. We've had 20 months of the president saying we're close to a deal, followed by the president usually going, I'm tariff man. I don't mind tariffs. Tariffs are good. Tariffs rock. So if you've missed the yesterday's brief or Monday's brief, you have got to go watch the replays, folks. Why? Because I laid out what's going to happen, in my opinion. The Hong Kong support bill becomes law. It has to. Real quick, though, let me cover. We had some great GDP data out this morning, a brisk 2.1%, and durable goods, a huge rebound in October. Look at this. Look at the CapEx proxy through the roof. This was your Democrats running around going, oh, the economy's bad, recession's coming. Boom, suck on that. So this is getting very, very interesting. Let me lay out the calendar here. Let me bring up the calendar. So the president's got about a week, just under a week to act. And then what happens on December 15th? Well, if the president doesn't do anything on December 15th, the next round of increased tariffs go into effect. Here's what I think happens. I think the president, he's got to sign the Hong Kong bill, man. For the love of God and all things holy, there are dudes running around Hong Kong wearing MAGA hats. quoting Thomas Paine, "Give me liberty or give me death," running around with American flags, writing graffiti that says, "This is why we need a Second Amendment." This is insanity. If you screw this up, Mr. President, you'll lose me. We stand with Hong Kong. We stand with protesters who want to be free. We don't stand with evil dictators like Xi, who you called a good guy last week. I don't care if you're negotiating. F a trade deal. Support these people, Mr. President. Grow a backbone, for Christ's sake, man. This guy, he's really starting to annoy me. He was down the street the other night, or last night, down in Sunrise at the BB&T Center. I had a bunch of friends going. I'm like, you know what, man? We stand with Hong Kong. We stand with Taiwan. If we let China break skulls in Hong Kong and go Tiananmen Square, they're moving on to Taiwan. President Xi Jinping has said, hey, man, during his reign, he is taking Taiwan back. That's not a veiled threat, folks. If you don't know what Taiwan is off the coast of mainland China, they claim to be their own country, and China calls them a renegade province. What do? We sell them F-16s and M1 Abrams battle tanks to defend themselves against the Chinese. But Xi's a good guy? Come on, Trump. So here's what I think happens, and we have positioned our portfolios appropriately. I think he has to sign the Hong Kong bill. If he doesn't, it still becomes law, and it becomes law with him looking like a jackwad, giving the media and Democrats more than ample air cover to say, all right, not only is the dude in bed with Putin, he's in bed with Xi Jinping, another dictator. Xi Jinping's got millions of ethnic Uyghurs in concentration camps, folks. Guaranteed you that they're operating on these people, taking organs and shit like that. China's bad, man. The Chinese people as a whole, good, great country of history and stuff like that. Their government is awful. And that's who the president wants to align with. But let me just say, it becomes law. They go apeshit. They're gonna say there ain't gonna be a trade deal. They're going to impose sanctions on us. They're going to go nuts. I'm telling you. So looking at the market for the past couple of days and this melt up and nothing bad can go wrong, and look at the VIX down here, you're nuts if you believe all that. So, but here's what I think the president does to save this thing. So after the kerfluffle around, this bill becoming law, he's going to punt on the December tariffs. So we'll get we'll get a pretty healthy pullback on the Chinese going nuts and saying we're never going to get a trade deal. And then the president saying, you know what, I'm going to punt on these because let's all be friends again. And then the market keeps going up, followed by a January implosion in the market and explosion in volatility. But that's down the road. Let's go with the worst case scenario. It becomes law, and the Chinese freak out, and Trump goes, F me, F you right back, and hits him with a bat. He did this back here, folks. He was trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, and they actually hit him with higher tariffs, and then he punched harder back. That's the worst case scenario, and that is, when you're looking at the VIX, you have got to go, man, this is stupid cheap. This is stupid cheap right here. The volatility down here at 1150, buy it with both hands. During the brief a little while ago, I bought 100 of the Dees 1817 calls. The reason I did the middle of December is because of everything I just briefed you on. Okay. We also looked at a bull put spread on the S&P 500. Nice little pop out of the S&P 500 as I'm talking to you. That trade already, since I did close the brief out half an hour ago, is up $450. Look at that. About $6,500 in profit sitting there on the screen, folks. Isn't this awesome? You got to be here at Top Gun Options. Check your email. We're doing some Black Friday specials. They're not for current members. That's it, folks. Black Friday is for potential new members only. If you've been kind of hemming and hawing and sitting on the fence to become a member here, now's your chance. We do this once a year. Duh. It's Black Friday. Check your email inbox for some of our Black Friday deals. It is only open to new members, and Solo Amazon is not a part of it. Somebody asked that in the brief, like, hey, Solo Amazon part of the Black Friday deal? I'm like, it's the cheapest thing we have. The answer is no. Do you want me to pay you to be a member? That's not going to happen. We have a lot going on. We have some great stuff, some great performance. Very happy with our performance across the portfolios. especially in accelerated retirement, solo Amazon, you name it. Month to date, look at this nice 6,300 bucks there. And this VIX trade, which is quote red right now, I could care less about. I know it's not a matter of if, but when volatility is going to pop, and it's going to pop with a vengeance. Take a look at a 1-year chart of the VIX, man, or even a 2-year chart of the VIX. Look at this extended period of low volatility. Anybody else see on this chart an extended period of low volatility? And the answer is no. This is insanity. The VIX being this low is nuts, and we are going to see a January implosion, right? See that implosion of the market and explosion in the VIX. Look at this. January, boom. January, boom. January, low? No, physically impossible. Nothing tomorrow, obviously. Have a happy Thanksgiving. We're doing a half day on Friday. I'm not going to do a Friday market wrap up or anything. I'm going to be passed out on the couch, and hopefully you will be as well. So have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. Have a great Thanksgiving with your family and friends, and God bless everybody. Thank you.